When you back a daily driver out of the driveway, the paint immediately absorbs the impact of road salt, UV radiation, and flying physical debris. At a microscopic level, that grit acts like sandpaper dragging across the vehicle's clear coat, while intense solar radiation slowly breaks down the chemical bonds of the paint itself. Give this process enough time, and the clear coat will completely fail. The surface turns cloudy, begins peeling away in brittle flakes, and leaves the bare metal exposed to aggressive oxidation and rust. To prevent this, a vehicle requires a sacrificial protective layer sitting between the harsh environment and the factory paint. The environment eats the barrier, and the paint survives. Letting the paint deteriorate directly destroys the vehicle's financial resale value. Buyers heavily penalize cars with peeling clear coats, draining thousands of dollars from your asset. To create that sacrificial layer, the market pushes drivers toward two primary options: traditional car waxes and modern ceramic coatings. The upfront pricing between the two is jarring. You can buy a bottle of synthetic wax off the shelf for $20, while a professional ceramic application often clears $1,000. To evaluate options, we map upfront financial cost against required maintenance effort. Car wax sits in the bottom right. You keep your cash but pay in physical labor. Ceramic coatings land on the exact opposite end. You spend cash up front, but physical effort drops drastically. Choosing between these two requires calculating the precise return on investment for your time and your money. There is simply no universal best product. There is only the most mathematically sound fit based on how you personally value your weekends and your capital. Car wax comes in two main forms: natural carnauba, harvested from palm trees, and synthetic polymers, engineered in a lab. This cross-section shows exactly how wax works. It fills in the microscopic, jagged valleys of the clear coat, creating a smooth, highly reflective surface. Notice it simply sits on top of the paint without chemically bonding. Because of this, wax is extremely fragile. Intense summer heat causes it to degrade, and harsh automatic car wash soaps will strip it away completely. If you drive your vehicle daily, that layer of wax protection is gone in 3 to 6 weeks. To maintain continuous protection, you have to wash and re-wax the vehicle between 4 and 12 times a year. Waxing is a continuous installment plan. You aren't getting cheap protection. You are paying for the protection through recurring manual labor instead of cash. Ceramic coating operates on an entirely different mechanism. It is a liquid polymer, not a solid paste. Looking at this diagram, the liquid polymer actually seeps into the pores of the clear coat and chemically fuses with it, hardening into a thick, semi-permanent shield. This creates what you see here, an aggressively hydrophobic surface. Liquids and road grime bead up into tight spheres and roll off without sticking. But you cannot simply wipe this product onto a dirty car. A professional detailer must perform a full mechanical paint correction first. If applied over unpolished paint, the coating cures into a hard shell, permanently locking in every existing scratch and swirl mark on the hood. Once that intense prep and application is finished, a professional-grade coating provides 2 to 5 years of continuous defense. The sheer volume of skilled labor required for the paint correction and curing process is why a professional shop charges anywhere from $500 to over $2,000. A ceramic coating is an upfront tax. You deploy capital today specifically to buy back your free time over the next half-decade. Dealerships and marketing campaigns frequently push the myth that a ceramic coating creates a completely scratch-proof force field around the car. That is false. We consult a reality check scorecard to see what the coating handles. The polymer easily defeats UV rays and acidic cannibal stains. But if a pebble hits your door or a sharp object drags across the fender, it scratches the paint. You will also hear claims that a coated car never needs to be washed again. It still gets dirty. And if you attempt to save time by running it through an automatic car wash, the highly abrasive, high pH soaps will chemically strip away that expensive hydrophobic layer. The coating does not eliminate the chore of car maintenance. It simply ensures that when you perform a mandatory pH-neutral hand wash, the dirt slides off in minutes instead of taking hours to scrub. Let's calculate the long-term return on investment for both paths. The true cost of any product has to factor in the hourly value of the time you spent maintaining it. This graph maps the cumulative cost of wax versus ceramic coating over 36 months. Ceramic spikes on day 1, but stays flat since time investment drops to zero. Meanwhile, wax climbs steadily, representing hours of labor accumulating every month. If you place a high dollar value on your weekend free time, the $20 bottle of wax quickly overtakes the ceramic and becomes the most expensive choice you can make. Let's profile a budget-conscious DIY enthusiast who actually enjoys being out in the driveway, detailing their car on a Saturday morning. This decision tree helps map the right choice, starting with your primary constraint. If your focus is the budget, you have garage access, and you live in a mild climate without heavy road salt, the math points straight to synthetic wax. Now look at the time-poor commuter who relies on their vehicle heavily and has 0 hours to spare. If you face harsh winters, heavy road salt, park outside, and have no free time, a professional ceramic coating is the mandatory choice to protect the vehicle's resale value. Securing the long-term value of a vehicle is never about finding a universally perfect product. It is about honestly matching a product's chemical reality to your lifestyle reality.